to LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She right, got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
Time with Alvin Kamara.
Number 41.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And he fires it, it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina. Joey.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
K1 short on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is incomplete.
Breeze pass.
That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A gain of 20.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
He's brought down
2 yards the loss and 12.
A loss of 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Complete.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football.
And it's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze. And he complete to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start. Inches. That'll be a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And a Panther 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina.
Pass complete.
Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Brees going to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Took that in one-handed. What a grab. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other...
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the playmaker, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brees. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up...
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Brees is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Eli Apple. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running sideline.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First down throw for Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And this time they're able to bottle him up as he'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
No gain on the play.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's the backup Winston. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's already proven to be a factor. Running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got his target. That's more. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like. You know, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go